welcome back. It's my second Vlogmas day and it's a PR video today. We're going to talk about the differences between in-house and agency, and I'm also going to try to answer some of the questions that you have asked me and my other PR videos. There's so many differences between doing PR with an agency versus doing PR in-house for a brand or a company. So when you're in-house with a brand, you're part of the PR department that functions as a part of their entire organization or business. And the good thing about that is that you have so much time to focus on the product and to focus on the brand. You learn about one brand, its assets, its products, its services, whatever it is. You can focus just on that. So this is great for people who know exactly what they want to go into. For example, if you love beauty and you love the brand Glossier and you really want to work with them, you would apply to go in-house for the PR department at Glossier versus an agency. We'll get into agency after. So there's some agencies that focus specifically on working with beauty brands or working with travel brands or working with sports and fitness. And there's some agencies that do everything. So if you know that you want to work specifically in fitness PR, but you don't want to work for a specific brand, you want to sort of dip your toes into every brand or have more of a wider perspective of how that could look like for you, then you would want to apply to an agency that focuses on fitness and look through their client list and see what clients they work for, because it might not be clients that you love, or it could be clients that you really want to work for, but that you just don't want to work for them full-time or be in-house with them. If you're someone who wants to explore many different fields, you want to know about real estate, you want to know about travel, you want to know about beauty, then you would go into an agency that has all of these different accounts, and you would try to be somewhat involved in every account so that you can gain expertise and knowledge on these different types of fields, and then maybe later on go in-house, do whatever else is in your plans. But if you're someone who gets bored easily with one brand or with just one topic, then being at an agency that has several different clients in different fields could be something that is good for you, because you would dedicate, a couple of hours a day working on one specific client or a couple of hours a day working on another client, and you wouldn't always be doing the same thing. In my experience, I've always worked at agencies where I've been able to work with different brands. I've worked with wellness, I've worked with travel, real estate, beauty. I've been able to gain experience in all those fields, which obviously I'm super grateful for, and it has been great for me to figure out what I like more and what I can do best. So if you want to figure that out, that would be the best route to go. So yeah, so it just depends on what it is you want to do and what your goals are and what your strengths are as a learner or as an employee, as somebody who's just going into the field. Like, it depends on if you're entry level, which I know a lot of you are, because I know a lot of you are still in school. It just depends on what you want to do. So you might really love Nike and want to work for them, or you might really love to go into beauty but you don't know which brand specifically. Then you would go into an agency that focuses on beauty brands. I think those are the main differences between working in-house at a brand versus working in-house with an agency or working with an agency. So I haven't mentioned this and you might already know this, but agency is when a brand hires you. So you're not part of the organization as a whole, but you are servicing a client. So obviously with that comes a different sort of dynamic between the client and the agency. Being as an agency, you have to make sure that you have all of the brand's information and goals to be able to work on strategy and make sure that their goals are being met in terms of PR. And when you're working with a brand, because you're working in-house, I feel that it's a little bit easier to understand where the brand is going because it's part of the overall conversation. And that's also a big difference between agency and PR. Agency, you have to handle a lot of clients at once, a lot of demands at once. I'm sure in-house you do as well. But when you're with an agency, there are demands from different clients, and I think it's a more fast-paced environment. It's a lot more creative too. And a comment that I've seen often and I want to address here is how to get into the PR field if you're entry level. And I think everybody has their own advice to give you. So the advice that I want to give you is to have your own thing going on, whether it's your brand or your blog or your side gig or your side business, whatever it is. But I think that shows initiative creative, and it shows that you are interested in your field from every angle. Because when you have your own thing going on, like for example my YouTube channel, I have to shoot, I have to edit, I have to figure out how to create the thumbnail, I have to figure out what videos work best. So it really shows that you're interested in communications as a whole, and that you have a vision for yourself, and that you are involved, and that it's something that interests you. So I think going into PR with that form of portfolio can help you out when you're applying to places. So it's not just like, oh, I studied PR in college, but what else did you do? Like, did you have a specific project that went really well, or did you also handle something else while you were studying? It's obviously not expected for everybody to be able to do that, because you have to focus on your schooling. But if you can even have like one small project that you worked on to show your creativity and to show how you can think strategically, that'll be hugely helpful for you to try to get your foot in the door. Another thing is, don't be afraid to reach out to people on LinkedIn, whether it's somebody in agency or somebody working inside a company. A lot of times people want to help you, and they're happy to share about what they do in a day. So even if it's just you reaching out to them, asking them what it is they do in their jobs and what does their title consist of, just so that you're aware, that can help you form a great relationship with them, and in turn help you. It might help you, it might not. It might help you get into the company. They might be willing to pass along your resume to somebody who can make decisions. But you just never know. So I would say connecting with people in person as well as online. So those are my two biggest pieces of advice, is to have your own project, brand, side gig, anything going on that can show your creative and strategic efforts, and to reach out to people on LinkedIn, on social media, via email, on the phone, whatever it is. Just try to form those connections even before you graduate. So I'm just here to help. If you have any questions, please let me know, and I'll try to help you as much as I can. Thank you as always so much for watching. See you back here later this week. I will be filming, I think next week. I think my next video, I'll probably post it around Sunday, maybe before. Really working on being able to show more versus telling more in my videos. So I'll be doing more vlog style videos, and I'll see you later.